it's Lisa here from Arcaneandstellar, and I am here with a timeless pick a topic reading. So a pick a card, but it's a pick a topic because I have sat down and got some channeled topics. Okay, now the main topic, I guess, of the video is love over the next 2 months. Now, the topics are singles, crush, situationship, or relationship. Now, some of you might feel drawn to a specific one that maybe you're not even in that situation. Maybe for some of you you're single, but you kind of like, I feel drawn to situationship for some reason, or I feel drawn to relationship. We'll see what pops through. And I want you guys, like I said, just to use your intuition to pick a group for yourself. And let's go ahead and get started. Hello, my friends. So if you chose group number 1, which is actually it just says single, so it could mean that you're single. But like I said in the intro, I want you guys to just choose whatever intuitively pops out to you. It doesn't have to match your situation exactly. These are just channel topics. So with that being said, let's see. Love over the next 2 months. Ooh, so we've got the garden and birds. Actually, it was like this, birds and garden. So first of all, I think this is definitely highlighting the fact that a lot of you are going to definitely have opportunities to mingle, talk to people. I feel like that there are conversations. I feel like that there's socialization, to be honest. So I feel like there are social occurrences happening in your life. I think you'll have a good chance to meet people. Of course, you know, with any kind of futuristic reading, you want to make sure you're sitting in that energy good, that you are active towards that energy and all that good stuff, of course. We've also got the Ace of Swords and the Six of Cups. So here, and then we have cleansing. I want to take as well one of these cards, but I'm just going to live shuffle this. Love over the next 2 months. Oh my goodness. For some of you singles, there's someone coming back from the past. Okay, that's crazy. For some of you with the cleansing, this might actually be a really good chance to restore a situation from the past, because I kind of wondered about the Six of Cups. I feel like a lot of you are going to hear from somebody from your past. And I know some of you might be really, about that, but I can't help it. What comes through, choose another group if you don't want this one. You don't have to claim it. But yeah, I feel as if definitely someone from your past is probably returning here. We have that Six of Cups, so it can denote, kindness, friendship. With the Ace of Swords here, you might even get some clear honesty from someone, okay? Because the Ace of Swords is quite honest, it's direct as well, and it kind of is a quicker card as well. So this might happen rather quickly. And I kind of even got that too with the birds. I think of that as very kind of quick energy as well. So I want to say that you won't have to probably wait for too long from the time of this reading. Now, the cleansing card came out too, the lemon card. And so I really do feel like for a lot of you, there might be that chance to kind of clean and restore a certain connection. That's why I kind of wonder if there's kindness and forgiveness coming your way, at least in a past situation. Maybe someone is coming forth with like, hey, I'm sorry. Hey, let's be friends. Let's rekindle this. You know what I mean? Like, can you imagine? I just shuffled out Rekindle from my deck. This is my Oracle deck that I haven't published yet, but I have a copy. We have the cleansing card, and it says, the end of one phase and the beginning of another is indicated and brought forward by lemons. A change of environment or situation and in your way of thinking is needed and will help you to proceed. Although necessary, you can comfortably move forward gradually. Sell or get rid of things you no longer need as it's time for a physical clear out. Old habits need to die, and now is a great time to do it and have it done for good. Now, by the way, I want to mention something about people from the past. One time, and this reading really stuck out to me. So a couple of years ago, I was doing a reading for someone, and they asked what was coming in love, and I was like, somebody from the past. And she originally said that she was kind of like disappointed, like, someone from the past? I don't like anyone from my past. I don't want anything to do with anyone from my past. Well, guess what? I get a message from her a few months later, and she actually reconnected with somebody from her past, but that she only knew, like she wasn't actually romantically involved with them in the past. They had met, they had known each other, but they never like had a situation together. You know what I mean? Like it was just sort of like, hi, bye, like they knew of each other. So don't always imagine that it has to be that it's that one person that you never want to see again, or like, you know, you hope that you'll never see them again. It doesn't have to be that person. In fact, even with the cleansing, for some of you, this is just like you're cleansing out a certain situation in your life, and a new energy is coming through, but it may be somehow connected to your past. Like perhaps you went to elementary school together, or you lived in the same neighborhood as children, or you know what I mean? Like there can be other possibilities here. So please don't think that for all of you it's going to turn out exactly the same, okay? We have here wish, hope, and worship. And I feel like Spirit's really calling you to manifest, you know what I mean? Like pray for what you want as well in love. I feel like that there's that message there. Again, also here with loss, I feel here that there's comfort. You know, if you have been going through loss, or you have felt lonely or sad, there could be a lot of, I feel like for some of you, especially those that have been going through a loss, if you've been praying about it, your prayers are heard. That's a separate message, I feel like, from this. I don't think it has anything to do with your love life. I think it's just like someone here needs to hear that at least. Maybe a few of you need to hear it, where it's like, you know, maybe you're suffering in something. You have like maybe the loss of, it could be a pet, it could be anything, it could be a job, it could be something, but please know that there will be another beginning. And like I said, I think this is another message here. But with this origin card here, kind of going back to the topic of the reading, I want to say we have this initiation, creativity, vitality. I feel here that there's something very healthy that can grow from this situation. Like even with the cleansing and the lemon, it makes me think of very fresh energy. Cleansing, you know what I mean? Like very, because what lemon's often in cleaners, right? And so it feels as if it's not, it's like disinfected, it's like clean, it's nice, like there's a fresh slate kind of energy, you know what I mean? So, and in fact, actually, the person that you're connecting to, they actually might be quite spiritual or have some sort of spiritual ritual themselves, by the way, as well. Let's see what else comes out. Heal, yeah. And I feel like that's the thing. It's like you're going through like a lot of healing here. It's almost like someone's proving you differently than what you've known. I think for a lot of you, this situation's actually going to be taking you into a spot where you are learning new ways to be. You're learning new things about relationship. You are, in a sense, healing. And I think connections can be an important part of healing. And I think this one will be too. Okay, let's see here. Anything else? We got shapeshift. Interesting. I feel like you guys are in a very strong period of change. And you may find, and I know this is not exactly connected to the message of love, but I feel like a lot of you are going through massive changes in your life. And you may not be the same person in 2 months that you are now. And then in the next, 2 months after that, you won't be the same person as you are now. I think you'll find that life has changed a lot. And I really feel like for a lot of you, you're going to connect with a spirit animal as well over these next 2 months. You're going to like really feel drawn to something, like an animal of some kind, or you're going to connect on a deeper level to something like, I think in the animal kingdom, whether it's getting a new pet or it's just really connecting and seeing signs and symbols. I kind of wonder if some of you might get a new cat or something, or a new animal. But of course that couldn't be for everyone, so let's be realistic. But, at least for some of you. And then, where did my other thing go? Oh, geez Louise. I always just miss my stuff. I wanted one specific deck, and guess what? I can't find it, you guys. I moved it somewhere. Okay, that's all right. We're going to use this. Oh, we're going to use one of my friends. Bobby loves this deck. She always requests it for her 6-month readings. To be fair. Oh, I like this. And so here with the to be fair, I think that you're going to find more balanced relationships. And I think that the person that's going to be kind of returning, there's a fairness here. There's, you know what I mean? I feel like for some of you, it's maybe someone coming back from the past with forgiveness on their mind and, you know, for a fresh slate. But I think for some of you, this is just going to be someone from your past probably, or maybe it's a soulmate, maybe a past life. And like I said, it's going to be a much more balanced situation, I think, here. And it is something that is going to really help you perhaps grow in terms of how you see relationships. It's almost like, you know what I mean? Like a lot of times we learn so much through our relationships, whether it's watching how the parents of other children treat their kids, and then we learn like how to contrast and compare, right? And that's what relationships teach us. Because how will we know if we don't try and, you know, compare? And it doesn't mean we have to try. Maybe we see or view, you know what I mean? Even if you've never had a relationship, you might have, you know, viewed, you know, relationships through your siblings or your parents or other situations like that in your life. But yeah, I really do feel like this is going to be, it's almost like good karma is coming your way, I feel like. And it feels like a lot of you are getting the justice that you deserve as well. But yeah, beautiful reading, you guys. I really like this one. I really like the energy here. I really wish you all the very best. I hope you like this reading. I hope it was helpful for you. And I hope that you have a beautiful day or night wherever you are. If you want to get a personal reading with me, you can do that through my Etsy store. The link is in the description box. You can tip the video up above, or you can leave donations through PayPal or Venmo or my wish list. I have those options available if you want to. And and I do have to say thank you, Megan, because Megan got me the Pastoral Tarot, which is the tarot deck that you see here, actually. It's this one here, if you guys are interested in looking it up. I always keep the deck information down below. Anyway, because I'm a collector and I know many other people are too. But anyways, let's go ahead and end this, and I will see you all in the next reading. If you have any suggestions for things you want to see, you have any comments, please leave them down below. Take care, guys, and I'll see you next time. Hello, my friends. So if you chose group number 2 here, it's Crush. When I was like, I don't know, maybe like 12, 11, I want to say, 13, somewhere around there, there was a song Crush by Robin, and it was very popular. Comment down below if you were around during that time. So what do we got here? We have Coffin and Tree. We've got Agreement here with Strawberry. We've got the 10 of Pentacles and the 7 of Swords. I have to say right off the bat, you guys, some of you might find something out about your crush in terms of their family, their living situation, or something along those lines. Like something maybe significant. They also could be going through something significant in these areas as well. What is going on here? Interesting. Information, knowledge is coming. Ooh, okay. Yeah, that definitely kind of confirms what I was already thinking here. And then we've got a sign from a past loved one. Okay, that's the other thing. Oh, gosh darn it. I hate making such predictions. I kind of wonder, for some of you, if the crush could have some significant loss or something like that, okay? But we also have a sign from a past loved one, which could be for you coming through as well. Anything here? If you've recently had a success in your life, a past loved one could be really cheering you on with this achievement, with this victory, okay? Especially for those of you that have recently had some sort of achievement, like a new job or some new situation in your life. Maybe it's like you graduated, or you finished that class, or you learned that course, or you learned that thing, or you did something, you created that project, you finished that thing. There's some sort of like victory here, I think. It's a separate message, but yeah. And I feel like that there's a sign coming as well from them. Oof. Actually, the sign could be kind of physical by nature with this binding. It might be actually like you feel them physically. So that's interesting. Some of you might have a physical sensation or something. Anyway, okay, let me get back to this. So we have the crush energy. And I want to talk about the strawberry before I begin. Working with others will bring a huge boost for you at the moment. And if you're thinking of making an offer in business or even a romantic proposal, it should be met with a favorable response. Group work, connection with others, and partnering with like-minded individuals and entities are all areas that Strawberry works with. Inability to share or wanting to win at all costs will be highly detrimental to you. And this is really interesting because it says here a romantic proposal should be met with a favorable response. And you know what I'm kind of feeling here? I kind of wonder if some of you have a crush, but you're afraid to say something. And I kind of feel with this, the coffin in the tree and the Seven of Swords here and the Ten of Pentacles, I kind of wonder if some of you might just kind of stay silent in this situation. And there may be stagnation because of that. I kind of wonder because, and I'm not saying, I think for some of you, obviously you might choose to step out of that and be comfortable, and you might actually be met with really great, you know, feedback. You know what I mean? Like the person's like, whoa, yes, please. But I do feel like there's that little bit of a danger of us, like, you know, nothing moving forward. It might be, again, yeah, readiness here. We have preparation, prompt, and arrangement. So it makes you feel like it might take some action on your part in order to get this thing a-moving. And so I do want to say that over the next 2 months, I feel like you're going to have like a good moment, I think, here to make a chance, like to take a chance, you know what I mean, with your person or with the crush. But I kind of feel here, it's like there's going to be this good atmosphere, this good moment, and you've got to be ready for it. It's like the information comes and it's like you have that moment. So don't miss it. Don't run away from it. Don't try to avoid it. Let it happen, okay? Because I feel like, I'm not saying that you guys will have to, like, you know, tell them or confess. I'm not saying that, but it might be that there's a really good opening to sort of put yourself out there a little bit more in the situation. Tell me more for group number 2 about the crush situation over the next 2 months. We've got rebirth. Oh, and this might be a second chance for some of you. For some of you, it's like maybe you had a good chance to tell them something. You had that conversation where you could have just totally confessed and you missed the boat. You know what I'm saying? Some of you might have had that situation, and it might be like you're going to get another chance. Especially for some of you, if you wondered, will I ever get a chance to see them again? Will I ever get a chance? I feel like you have a chance. And maybe for some of you, this is about taking that chance to initiate contact or something, or to say something or do something. But I really do feel like there's a chance to make something happen here, or there's, and like I said, I think favorable responses. Okay, group number 2. Jeez Louise. There we go. Regeneration. Oh, that's funny. Regeneration and rebirth. Whoa, interesting. I wonder if some of you might come back into contact with a crush of some kind. So number 46, I want to just look at the world is based on connections and relationships. No matter what losses occurred in the past, or even now, death and endings are only illusions. There's life after death, love after loss, and in this moment, you are radiating the regenerative life force energy that makes you irresistible to love in all forms. Now is the time when you will see evidence of this new emergence. Can you feel it? Love is rising up to greet you. And that's, you know, I think another thing we might see here growing is some hope. Because we think of that regeneration that is, you know, seen here in this tree, and it's like there's that like blushing, you know, the first blushings of leaves and everything like that. And I kind of feel here that you're going to have a chance to kind of make something happen. I think something could start to grow. So I would definitely nurture that situation for sure, for sure. Okay, let's see what else. What do I want to take? I am thinking, what do I want to use? I got this one song. Do, 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 do. It's an oldie song. Man, I can't think of what the name of the song is right now, but it's a very old song. If you recognize it, tell me. I'm not a very good singer, so
I was when I was younger. I was pretty good, but like I guess I kind of stopped doing it when I was like 12. Just wasn't my thing. Let's see. Spirit guides, tell me more about the crush thing the next 2 months. Integrate, to combine, to make whole, to dissolve the tension, to include. Yeah, I really do feel like Spirit's really calling you to integrate with this person or do something. You know what I mean? I do feel, and I'm going to be honest here, but maybe this is the kick in the butt you need. For some of you, there's that chance, you know what I mean? Like with that coffin in the trees, like almost like stagnation. Like, you know what I mean? I feel so much so that you guys have a good chance. You have an opportunity. I feel like that there will be this like second chance energy, or, you know what I mean? The chance to actually grow something here. And it's like, I feel like some of you, you might be too scared. You might be like that little fox there running away. And, you know what I mean? And missing out. But not all of you. Like I said, I think a lot of it's going to have, you know, a lot to do with your actions towards integration and, you know, what you're kind of all about. Okay, let's see. What does the crush want to say to group number 2? Let's get a channeled message. Run away with me. Ooh. But not run away from me, right? So maybe your crush wants to get to know you. Like 7 of Swords, I was like, oh yeah, like you're running away. And yeah, maybe it's like run away with me, not away from me. Say something. Oh, okay. Could they be any clearer? I think their higher self wants to talk to you. They want to, you know what I mean? Like they want some time with you. Maybe run away, spend some time together, especially if you guys see each other in group settings. This might be about trying to take the opportunity to create an experience where you actually can get closer, especially for those of you in work situations here with the 10 of Pentacles. If like some of you work with this person and stuff, and it's like you just constantly kind of avoid them, well then how are you going to come to an agreement? How are you going to integrate? You know what I mean? I really feel like there's strong hope here. And I think that the person that you're having a crush on, because by the way, I will mention about my cards here, I do have negative ones in here. I have ones that like say, hold on, I'm not ready, and like things like that, you know what I mean? Like, I don't like you, like, it can only be friends or something like that, you know what I mean? I have cards like that, by the way. I'm not like a sugarcoater. And anyone who had a personal reading with me could probably attest to such a thing. But anyway, yeah, no, really, I think that there's something here. Run away with me and say something. I think that this person, they want something with you. They want something. And so you got to give it to them. Okay? Anyway, lots of love, you guys. That's going to be your next 2 months in love. If you want to get a personal reading with me, you can do that through my Etsy store, which is in the description box. If you want to give back to this video, a comment's free. It means a lot. I'd love to hear from you guys down below. But you can also tip up above there's like a tip button up there. There's also my Venmo and PayPal, so you can tip there as well. Or you can do my wish list. I have that as well. Thank you, Megan, for this pastoral tarot. If you like any of the decks too, by the way, they're down below. But Pastoral Tarot is the name of this particular deck. It's new, and I'm really digging it. And thank you, Megan. Megan got this one for me. But anyway, I wish you all the very, very best. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you on the next reading. Bye-bye. Hello, my friends. You guys chose group number 3, Situationship. Okay, I have a song in my head, and I don't like this song, so I'm just going to say it. It's that Say Something song. Say something, I'm giving up. Oh man, that song got overplayed for me. But anyway, it came through. Sorry. Great. And it was funny because like I thought I still had group number 2 song that was coming through like really strong in my head. And then all of a sudden it just went bam and it switched as soon as I picked up the card. So there we go. And I actually feel like doing so. I'm kind of taking each reading differently. I'm going to do whatever I feel drawn to do. Just like, you know what I mean? Whatever comes through. I haven't used this in this reading yet, but I'm going to actually take some stuff here about the situationship, like the energy of your person, okay, in this situationship, like energy that maybe will come through.
Hold on, that was a bad one. Oh my Lord. Okay. And I had one that fell down, so I'm going to grab that, okay? If I can reach it. Oh my Lord. Sorry, guys. There we go. So we've got, ooh, the Bear and the Gentleman. Okay. Wow, that's crazy. The Ace of Cups and the Queen of Swords. We also have positivity. Ooh, you guys, I have to say, situationship looks good. Here with the Bear and the Gentleman, we can actually see somebody who's really showing leadership in the connection. Wow. So somehow, I think in whatever situationship you're in, we have positivity, but we have also cheerful over here as well. So it makes me feel like there's definitely a more positive energy coming from this person. I'm not saying that they're not positive now. Maybe some of you are wondering, just how it's going to develop. But this feels to me like quite like a positive development. I think things should be, I don't know, it seems good over the next 2 months at some point at least. Even if it's not good now, I think there will be some improvement. We have that card positivity, which is marigold. A better understanding is indicated and a reason to be more optimistic about outcomes and the roads to get there. There are opportunities for nurturing encounters and a general aura of happiness pervades. Marigolds help us focus on the positive aspects of even the most difficult events. Your inner child may need to come out for a play, and be sure to take creative invitations. Beware of not having all the facts and of emotional blockages. Interesting. So beware of not having all the facts, jumping to conclusions. You got to be that Queen of Swords here. You've got to think ahead and try not to overreact. Try to keep it logical. So that's something here, especially if it's a situationship that maybe implies that things aren't necessarily stable. So that could be spirit saying, hey, things are probably going to be okay. We have trustworthy, which I think is quite a very important card to come out here. It's so interesting when I really love how the readings, when I just let them kind of go for themselves and I just kind of do whatever I feel I kind of listen to my intuition about what I'm pulling, what I'm doing, even if it doesn't match the previous group's actions. I can see that the messages are always sort of, important, and they really come out clearly. We have here a very protective person. The bear actually could indicate being protective. We can see leadership here as well. So this could also be that the person that's in the situationship, you might find that they are taking more leadership in the connection. They might be reaching out more. We have Ace of Cups. It makes me feel like for some of you, you're going to hear I love you for the first time. Or you're going to hear some sort of confession of love. I have to say, especially with the Ace of Cups, it just really makes me feel like they might be brave enough to really say what's on their heart. And I don't I just really feel like there's something there. We have health issues as well. For some of you, they could be helping you through health issues. Here, they might be showing strength, leadership in this as well. But also for some of you, they could be going through some certain health issues. And for some of you, this might be on the more metaphorical side where it's your health issues of the relationship, of the situationship is going to be improving. You know what I mean? You might find that if you've been going through a downtime, you're going to start to go through an uptime. We have here career-oriented and avid reader as well. Oops. Your person could be also gaining leadership skills. They might be reading a lot. They might be focused on career. There might be a lot of information that they're taking in life as well. Let's see here. So they might also be avidly reading your words, especially for some of you. It might be that they're really invested and interested in what you have to say. We have travel. You'll go somewhere new. So for some of you, we might see, we might see travel with that person or to that person, or talking about seeing each other, traveling together, something like that, right? And you'll go somewhere new. So we also have advice. Good advice will come your way. And that's something I think that's going to be here too. In fact, actually, your person in the situationship might even try to give you certain advice, or maybe they're getting advice that's going to help them handle the situation better as well. Let's see here.
And even with that Queen of Swords, you might get some good advice, like on how to kind of go about this. You know, maybe previously where there was pressure, you kind of take a chill and you just don't worry so much about it, and you let the growth happen organically, as an example. But here we have growth. So I have to say that there's positive growth. And even think about this little lizard. You know, their tails grow back. So usually, anyway. But it makes me feel like there could be restoration here. There could be positive things as well. Even if there are some negatives, I think it will be something that can still continue to grow. For some of you, there might be an apology. Like, I do really feel like there's more positive than negative. And I kind of feel like for some of you, your fears in regards to the situation, they're unfounded. Like, you might find out, like, maybe you have a negative mindset, not mindset, but like daydream and nightmare. It almost makes you think of like, you want nice things, but gosh darn it, you get all these negative things in your head. You think, oh, it must be like this, they must think this, they must think that. I feel like, first of all, like I said with that Queen of Swords, like I said, I feel as if, don't allow yourself to fall whim to fantasies, especially nightmare fantasies, the ones that are more negative, because I think it stifles the growth. You know what I mean? Just being honest. And anyway, okay, what else? What is coming for situationship group in the next 2 months in regards to their situation? Oh, wow. Look at this. We have peace and go the distance. So, this is nice. So peace, obviously, peace can be in this relationship. It might be that things are mending, they are growing, they are doing well. I feel like this is a good thing here. With let me see here. We have peace. It says here, when two people are in true alignment with one another, they have an innate harmony between them. They are as two perfectly tuned instruments playing together. Sometimes it's impossible to tell who is who. Peace is yours, and it is yours to be savored. Wow. So definitely kind of indicating that there's peace. Now, the other thing that we have here is go the distance, number 47. And that's actually really good for like longevity, for, keeping things together as well. So let me just see here. You are either in or calling in a harmonious relationship that can stand the test of time. For better or worse, as you ride the ups and downs and even strain, break yourself, and are remade in new growth, you are being redeemed by the power of regeneration. Harmony does not mean that there will never be a wrong note played, but that the relationship is marked by endurance and dedication to overall unity. A new song can be written, an instrument can be tuned, and the symphony of love will play on. Listen with your heart. Isn't it magnificent? Whoa, so seriously, you guys, some of you are really able to get to a better place in this relationship, a more perhaps stable place, one of endurance, of longevity, of, you know what I mean? Like, I just feel like there's a peaceful, more positive energy coming to those of you with the situationships that pick this group in particular. It just feels overall very positive to me, which is surprising because honestly, a lot of times with the situationships, I don't know. I just don't always feel like they're too stable, or I don't know. So it's a nice energy to kind of see here. We have dreams, true callings, and vision. And we have universe. Ooh, that's interesting. Messages from the universe or your recognized higher power. How are you being supported? What is the bigger picture? How can you strengthen your connection with the divine? Light work. So interesting. Some of you might actually have really prophetic dreams about this person. For some of you might be sharing with this person your dreams and your vision and your calling. Some of you might even find out that you and this person have similar goals and aspirations, maybe more so than you realized. Or they might join you on yours, as an example as well. Perhaps, like, say for instance, it's a situationship because perhaps you're not sure if you share the same goals. You know what I mean? Maybe you're at different points in your life. It makes me feel like there could be a shift there in terms of what your vision is for the both of you. And maybe it's like that shared vision that brings more harmony to the relationship, right? Because it is like, I will say, and I've only had one relationship, but I've been with my husband for 20 years. And so I guess I could say something about staying together for a long time. And there are times in the relationship where your vision is, goes separate ways, and you might not be seeing the same, desires or whatever towards life. But you know what I mean? Generally, I think one of the things is to find those shared visions as much as possible. I think that helps you ride through the ups and downs. And I just feel like for a lot of you, it's like you're reconnecting. And like I said, in relationships, situationships, or whatever, there are times where your past will disconnect a little bit. You might be looking in other directions, or, but I think this is the energy of like kind of, coming back to the same path, or somehow, lining up in some way. So very, very, very positive reading actually for this one. I'm pleased. I'm pleased as punch, because like, sometimes you never know. Like I said, situationships kind of, I think the I don't know about you guys, but they kind of leave a taste in my mouth that feels like maybe it's more unstable and negative or whatever. But this is anything but. This seems kind of like things are looking in a positive direction for you guys. So, like I said, I'm really happy to report that. So, if you like this reading, give me a thumbs up, please. If you like the format, give me let me know in the comments below. Give me a thumbs up. I would love it if you guys just left a comment. It's a free way to get back to the channel. It's very nice. And if you do want to do more than that, you can get tipped a video if you like. You can go on my wish list if you like. You can Venmo, PayPal. I have those. But don't feel obligated, honestly. It's just, I throw it out there just in case, because some people have asked me, and you know what I mean? It's there if you want it. But I'm just grateful you're here, and I really hope that this brought forth a message that you needed to hear. And if you would like to have a personal reading with me, you can do that through my Etsy store, which is in the description box. And I do want to say thank you to Megan for this deck, because Megan got me this off my wish list. Well, I did a reading for her, but yeah, we got the Pastoral Tarot. Beautiful. It's a very interesting deck. I really like it. It's got this sort of cozy vibe for me. It's got like quilting stuff, and you guys know, if you know me, you know I'm a quilter. So I was like, when I saw the Eight of Pentacles had a quilt in it, I was like, oh my God, I have to have this. I was excited. Okay, anyway, lots of love, you guys. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you next time. Hello, my friends. So for those of you that chose group number 4, the final group, the relationship group, let's see what is in store for you over the next 2 months. We have got the Whip and the Stars. I kind of want to get all the cards out on the table before I start interpreting for this group. Oh, nice. Oh, wow. So, wow. Okay, so I see something quite positive here. Now, for some of you, and might just be for a few of you, so please, for some of you, you might find that something you've been trying really hard with your partner, like maybe if there's been repetitive things, like for instance, trying to get pregnant as an example, we could see some sort of hope in this direction, okay? There could be information that comes through. There could be something good, or some sort of hope in this situation, okay? Now, for others of you, and I feel like that's for very few, so I kind of wanted just to get it out of the way right off the bat, you know what I mean? Just kind of say what I thought about it. The Whip and the Stars, this can show that you are finding like a deeper meaning through difficult times or difficult things. I want to say also with the Whip and the Stars, this could mean that any arguments are healed or solved, and that things remain stable. So for some of you, even if you're not fighting right now, but you worry, like, oh, what if we fight? Or what if something happens? Or is everything going to be okay with us? It's like a yes. It's a yes from me. It seems like there's a positive vibe to this, very much so. With the King of Pentacles, we can feel, for some of you, this might mean that for some of you, you and your partner could be starting something new. There could be something happening in work or finances. There might be financial decisions happening. We have allies. Someone has your back. And so that's the one thing I will say, is that I feel like that there's a trustworthy energy in this connection. You may find that your partner stands up for you, sticks up for you, that you have an ally in them through the tough times. And, you feel safe and secure. And I really get that from the King of Pentacles, but also that grounding card as well. It makes me feel like there's a high level of support happening here, and there may be earthly support, material support as well. You know, it could be that, you know, they're able to, you know, provide for you, or they want to provide for you as well. Sorry, I'm like looking for my book. I don't know what I did with it. I'm like, what? Oh, there it is. Of course. Okay. I want to look at the grounding card. It's number 5. May might have some significance for some of you, but we're in the month of May right now, so. But it might be like things in May or something like that. We have explore the deeper innermost areas of yourself and situations, as potato indicates energies that are calling you to look again at what you may have once missed and will help you to bring stability. If you are looking for an answer, try pulling back a little to let things settle on their own first. Challenges at the moment may include ignorance, self-centeredness, and forgetfulness, so make sure you are compassionate and focused. And that's very interesting too. I feel like compassion may go a long way in the relationship as well. And with the Page of Swords here and the King of Pentacles, this could be, the Page of Swords sometimes can be a little bit reactive with words. And so for some of you, that might be a reminder from Spirit to try to take your time before you respond and that sort of thing. With the King of Pentacles, the spouse might take the words to heart, you know, more than you might realize as well. The spouse or the partner, sorry, or the relationship, the boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, it doesn't matter. Sorry about that. We have enjoy sports, so there might be, maybe for some of you with a relationship, there's going to be a physical activity, like you're going on hikes or you're doing tennis together or doing something like physical, kind of like more outdoorsy or something. We also have craftsmen, so that's really interesting too. Maybe you guys are creating something. Oh, nomadic lifestyle. We've got gift giving as well. And I'm going to get one more here with relationship. Unique voice. Oh, okay, interesting. So maybe for some of you, this is a sign for you. Maybe your partner has a unique voice. And maybe you'll hear a new side of them as well. A side of them that you don't see very often. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, with the ally, someone has your back. Maybe you'll see a protective side to your partner that you don't usually see over the next 2 months. You might hear something from them that you don't usually hear. And in some ways, this could be very inspiring and helpful, especially if there have been difficulties there as well. And maybe for you, it's about using your own unique voice too in the relationship. Maybe if you're looking at how you handle the relationship, how often do you compliment them? Even myself, like, and I've been with my partner for 20 years, right? We've been together a long time, and like there'll be times where I reassess my behavior and I think, okay, you know, maybe I've been too busy for him, or maybe I've been up in my own world, or you know what I mean? And sometimes we step back and then we kind of can redirect our energy. I kind of feel, so for some of you, that might be the case for you. It doesn't have to be. Like I said, I think it might come out a little bit differently. This is general, but you know what I'm saying. We also have that craftsman though, and it makes me think here that there could be something happening with crafting or making something. Maybe you guys are creating something together, or maybe your partner is creating something or learning a craft of some kind, or there could be something there in terms of creation. And then we've got gift giving. And like I told you, I feel like it feels like there's generosity here as well with that King of Pentacles. Like, again, I feel like a partner could really give you something, like a gift of some kind. Do I mean do something special for you as well? And then we have nomadic lifestyle, which is interesting too. So some of you with the grounding and nomadic lifestyle, there may be some talk about moving or changing or doing something different. But then maybe some of you are just talking about like, we'd love to like, you know, live in a van or something like that. Or we'd love to do this or travel or go like stay in Croatia for 6 months and then go to Italy for 3 months. And like, you know what I mean? Who knows? You know what I mean? But yeah, that's very interesting. But also with the nomadic lifestyle, I kind of get that vibe of like, well, no matter what we have each other. You know what I mean? No matter what, we always are grounded with each other. We have each other. And I think there could be some realization there. You know, if it's not on your part, it might be on the part of your partner. Sorry, so if I said spouse a few times, I'm not directing this towards marriage. Sorry about that. It's just, I guess my mouth just goes there. Oh, beautiful. See, and we have peace here. And so I feel as if definitely there can be a more peaceful, I don't think that there will be too much negative here. And like I said, even if things are positive now, they'll be positive. They'll continue. You know what I mean? And for others of you, and some of you might actually start working out together or something with that, enjoy sports as well. Maybe working out, or again, like physical activities, hiking, things of that nature. With what's happening here. Some of you might have a ghost situation with the partner. Maybe you guys will have a spiritual occurrence. I feel like in many ways we have that disturbance card. So obscure, irritation, supernatural. We have blind, awkward, unknown, vision problem, and we have confinement. And I'm kind of going to see, what is this about? A lot of gray area, huh? Because we see a lot of gray cards. Makes me think of gray area. Oh, look at this imagination, especially for those of you that are worried. Like, what if they're doing something I don't know about? What if they're not who maybe if some of you are haunted by past deeds or even your own fears. I feel like there's a message here for you guys. Not to be. It's your imagination. It's your mind. And maybe your imagination sometimes can be negative when it comes to your partner. Maybe you have scary thoughts or scary, ideas about what they could be doing or whatnot. And I feel like that's a message for some of you. With happy here, it's like, no, everything's actually going to be fine. And I think that's a message of encouragement for some of you that are maybe really stuck and worried. Okay. And then let's see what else comes through. Spirit guides. Group number 4, relationships. What is happening next 2 months? Oh, nice. Oh, look at this. We've got a few cards. We've got go the distance. We have peace, regeneration, and we've got message in a bottle. Okay. So first of all, go the distance and regeneration both have something similar in common in the fact that they talk about moving forward. Okay, go the distance in a relationship meaning generally says that, you guys are going the distance. You are, you know what I mean? Sticking together. It's like, there's a song, oh my God, when I was a kid, this is like one of my favorites. But it's from the Jetsons movie. It's like from 91, 92, maybe 90, somewhere right around there. And there's a song called Staying Together. Look it up. It's so cute. It's like, I still love that song. It just puts me in like the nostalgia, the major nostalgia. Even though the daughter, Judy, was kind of a brat in that movie, that was really good. In retrospect, see, when I was a kid, I thought she wasn't such a brat, but now I'm like looking back and I'm like, gosh, but I'm a mom now, so you know what I mean. My daughter was acting like that, I'd be upset. Okay, anyway, but she doesn't because my daughter's amazing. Anyway. You either are in or calling in a harmonious relationship that can stand the test of time, for better or worse, as you ride the ups and downs, and even strain, break yourself, and are remade in new growth. You are being redeemed by the power of regeneration. Harmony does not mean that there will never be a wrong note played, but the relationship is marked by endurance and dedication to overall unity. A new song can be written and an instrument can be tuned and the symphony of love will play on. Listen with your heart. Isn't it magnificent? I feel like for a lot of you, there's hope for restoration here, especially for those of you that have been having a hard time. I know not all of you are, but for some of you that have been, like the cards just scream, everything will be okay. And again, there may be like, I feel like some of you actually are creating something new. We have 2 cards that say peace. So for a lot of you, I think that a lot of you are just like, Spirit just wants you to know that your relationship's going to be peaceful. You know what I mean? Like, relationship's fine. Now, I want to talk about the message in the bottle because that's the only one that kind of deviates from the energy. And I'm kind of like, what's this about? And I just kind of want to see what it says here. So here it says, you can expect someone to favor you with positive news. This could be in the form of a letter, phone call, or email. You are the intended receiver of this message, so stay open to what you learn. Only good will come of it in the end. The signs are all there. So there's some sort of good news coming to your relationship as well. And this could be something that affects you guys both for the positive. It could be that, something good happens to your partner and they share the news with you and it makes your relationship better. Like what I'm saying, like it definitely feels as if some kind of good news comes in. And even with that Page of Swords, it makes me think of that too. We also have that brilliant idea as well. So some of you might be really exploring brilliant ideas. as well with a partner. But yep, that's your reading, you guys. Woo! I love it. I love it. I hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. Let me know in the comments below what you thought. And I love to hear from you guys. It's a free way to give back to the channel, and I love hearing from you, so it's nice. If you do want to leave a donation, you can do that up in the tip box. There's a tip box at the top. There's my PayPal. There's my Venmo. There's my wish list if you want to do it. Thank you to Megan for this deck here, the Pastoral Tarot. I have all my deck information in the description box as well. But that's the Pastoral Tarot, if you guys were wondering. And then I wanted to say, if you want to get a personal reading with me, you can go on my Etsy store as well. But otherwise, you guys, I just thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your kindness. I just send you guys so much love. Take care. Bye-bye.